Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of
All right, welcome back to my channel. I just want to thank you all so much for staying tuned in. And today what I want to do is an updated chat about the importance of utilizing life insurance to build wealth. And I just want to be able to address a few of the questions that were comments that were, mentioned inside. And I want to be able to just give a little bit more on, answering those questions, because it's so important to stay connected with you guys, but also answering those questions and responding to your concerns. So, one individual's up top just talked about, why it's so important to buy term over anything else. And, in none of my videos you will ever hear me say a product or anything you're utilizing is bad, because every single plan has a purpose. Okay, so when you see that term policy, whole life policy, index universal life policy, there's always a plan for each plan. Okay, so when it comes to a term life insurance policy, it is very popular. That's what we're told to leverage, if we're looking for any type of insurance. And I completely understand why we think that way. It's simply because you're thinking about insurance as something you need to be able to just pass on to your family if you have debt or when you leave this earth. But there's a bigger reasoning behind insurance, which is why they create it. Who created insurance? Have you ever stopped and think about that for 2 seconds? Right? The wealthy created insurance because the reasoning behind insurance is they were looking for a way to transfer risk. So when you think about insurance and you're getting a temporary plan to protect your life for a certain time period, how are you literally building, leveraging, and utilizing the power of insurance and risk transference? So when you get a term policy, yes, it's cheaper. Yes, you have debt. Yes, you want to be able to, leave something behind to your family, and you want to invest the rest. But what do you have that protects your investment? See, life insurance is money, but legacy plans protect that money. So when you're putting money away into a term policy that does not give you living benefits, so God forbid you do get sick, and the assets you're paying for right now, they eventually become liabilities if you can't pay for them, if there's still a loan on them. So if you have a term policy with no living benefits, yes, it's cheap, but what's the purpose of it while you're living? Nothing. Remember, insurance is a way for you to transfer risk, right? When you leverage now a whole life, right? You look up the Rockefellers. There's a book called What Would the Rockefellers Do? One of the key things you want to think about and look into is, why did they leverage insurance to build their wealth? It's not because it's insurance and they have to pass it off to their loved ones when they die, but it's a way for them to leverage the risk to someone else. Who are you currently leveraging your risk on? When it comes to, if you get sick tomorrow, what replaces 100% of your income if you don't have a plan with living benefits? And you can't afford to pay off your home, or you're going to deplete your entire life savings to cover down those liabilities that are now not able to be paid for because you're no longer working at the moment. So you see, every plan plays a role. So if you have a temporary insurance plan, make sure it's something that can be converted and it has some living benefits. And if you have a cash value policy, make sure you understand how to use it to the best of your abilities. Because if you truly don't understand how to utilize it, then you will come up with those misconceptions and those beliefs about it if you don't understand it, which I completely understand. So when you're thinking about a cash value insurance policy, there are different types, right? You have the GUL, you have the IUL, you have whole life, you have universal life. And did you know that each of those accounts play a different role? Each of those accounts come with different benefits. And I don't believe in any life insurance plan that does not give you living benefits. You know why? Life is full of unexpected turns. And how do you prepare for unexpected turns? It's just like you're wearing a seatbelt. You're not wearing a seatbelt, right? And something happens. And if you had that seatbelt on, you would have a better chance avoiding passing away or really being hurt. It's the same thing with insurance, with living benefits. longevity. That if something happens in life unexpectedly, that may shake you up a little bit, you don't have to worry about, losing all that you've worked for because you had no plan in place. So with a cash value policy, a whole life IUL, a whole life allows you to grow cash. But an index universal life is an upgrade of a whole life. And let's clean this up. When you put money in insurance that earns cash, all of your money does not go into the insurance. You're utilizing the insurance to protect your money, your health, and your income. So when you put money into the plan, it's going to be based upon your health, the amount of coverage you have, right? That will literally determine how much of that money goes into the policy, the cash value of the policy, as well as the fees of the policy. So you seeking financial help helps you decide upon the best plan, not just for the moment, but for building legacy. Because when you put money in a cash value policy, you're able to take collateral loans against the insurance, right? That you can either pay it back while you're living, or if you don't pay it back while you're living, you will eventually have to pay it back when you pass away from the death benefit. So understanding insurance, not just one type or one angle, because an insurance that grows cash that is not variable, meaning in the market, right, does not lose money. So it's not an investment portfolio, right? Any cash value policy that is not variable or in the market, you do not have to worry about it being an investment, which is why you can never compare a life insurance plan that is not in the market with an account that is inside of the market, because they play different roles. So yes, to my person that says term insurance is better or it's the best option, for whom? Because everybody's financial goals are completely different. And I'm not here to tell you the vehicle to choose. What I'm here to do is share with you the options of the vehicles to leverage to get to your next level in life. And that should be building wealth, protecting that wealth, and transferring that wealth. And anything temporarily will be very difficult to do just that. Make sure you stay blessed and be blessed.